Okay, we're going to start now. So, thank you everyone for attending. It's a great pleasure to see you all, especially in your good looking suits. Okay, no homo. So, first, uh, I'd like to address the most pressing question that you all have, which is when is the game coming out? So, as of now, the game has mostly been completed in terms of terrain. Okay, the king himself told me that about half of the capital city is completed so far, so that's good to hear. It's good news. As for scripting, on the other hand, there still needs to be done, but we got the people to do it, so that won't be an issue. Vehicles already done. The deputy minister of transportation, Luke, he's created all the vehicles and stuff for Sambuza, so we've already got those done. We already have guns, so we don't got to worry about that. We'll be using ACS as the combat system. Terrain, for the most part, I was told, is completed, but I haven't been shown many pictures, so I'm not sure how completed he meant. But judging by current progress, we're looking at a launch later this month, okay? If not, probably early December, which is the most likely scenario at the moment. Me personally, I'm pretty excited because we at the moment have a great opportunity to get some great work done, okay? Bro, what? I'm not swearing, bro. But in between now and launch, we're going to get some really good work done, okay? We're going to get the government set up, military set up, police set up, everything we need. Believe me. We're going to have billions of people. I tell you, billions, okay? We're going to outpace China, the USA, Russia, all of them. They're going to pale in comparison to Sambuza, okay? With a great economy involving great companies such as Bexco over here, we are going to become the greatest superpower on the planet, in the galaxy, in the universe, okay? You bet your ass. Now, about launch, we're looking at having two different launches, okay? The alpha launch, which will be more or less a alpha version of the game, hence the title, and it'll basically just be the basics of the game, like the city, the map, the guns, the basic scripts, and then we'll have a second launch, which will be involving the coronation of the king. We'll be doing an ad campaign, and we'll overall just be increasing all the events we're having. Now, after we launch, I know that things will likely get a bit dead, which is why uh, I'm going to be looking into getting us into a community with other nations. Sorry, I'll get to your question in a second. I'm going to be looking into getting us into a 1970s related community. Okay. If not, if we can't find one, I'll set one up myself. Okay. Because we can't rely entirely on domestic activity to stay alive. We're going to need to get involved externally if we're going to survive. Now, my vision for Sambuza is to see it prosperous, thriving, active, and constantly reaching newer and newer heights, okay? And a part of that is we're going to be constantly. Oh, the king's here. That's crazy. Sir, can I kiss your feet, please? Okay. Now that I've done that, let's move on. So, regarding gameplay, I'm going to be involving myself very heavily in the affairs of the dev team. I'm going to be working with them closely to give them my ideas uh, and to convey the people's ideas to them so that the people's ideas can be taken into account when developing the game further. Okay? I'm also going to be focusing on overhauling the Constitution as we're working on right now, which will involve entirely restructuring the structure of the Constitution to make it a bit more organized and overall a better looking document. Because it's our Constitution. We can't half-ass it, okay? So that's what me and my deputy prime minister, Mr. Alfred, are going to be working on. Now, I don't have much else to say besides that. So this is also going to be a town hall. So if y'all have any questions, please ask them now. Hold on, hold on for a second. This guy over here had a question. So your question was about the SLP, right? The Sambuza Labor Party, correct? And you're asking me my thoughts on it. Well, I feel that the entire existence of the Labor Party is a threat to our country and its internal and external security. I do worry about the name change because it shows that they're showing their true colors. They were never social democrats. That was to ease you into believing their ideology. Yes, correct. They are LARPing. All they want is Lego game power. Okay, I'm just here to have fun, whereas they just want Lego game power, which is pretty sad, if you ask me. They're basically watered down communists, is what they are, just without saying they're communist. Anyway, Poogie, you had a question? Okay, ask away, buddy. At some point, will the government allow or open contracts with other businesses and corporations? As of now, I'm going to refrain from commenting on that because I'd have to discuss that with my cabinet and my Minister of Commerce, but I can assure you that if we're going to work with any businesses, we're going to work with Sambuzan businesses, okay? We're not going to work with foreign businesses, only Sambuzan. Bro, who the fuck is Topaz the Innkeeper, bro? What is he doing up there? Okay, do we have any other questions? Please. Okay. What is it, Mr. Templar? What do you have for me? The only block we're going to align with is the Sambuzan block, okay? My policy, my foreign policy is Sambuza first. And if that involves expanding our national borders to create a larger area for our people to exist in and to protect us from the foreign powers such as America and the Soviet Union that wish to control us for their for their for their bidding. Yes, that kind of bloc. We're going to align with like-minded countries to prevent foreign influence from taking over us and the Caribbean. Oh my god. What? Yes. Face it. Okay, Mr. Liam, what are we going to do about the war in Vietnam? We're not going to do anything because the war in Vietnam is not our business. So we're not going to get involved in that. Plus, that's coming to an end. Okay, that is coming to an end. The Americans are going to sign a peace deal and get out of there. So why should we get involved? Mr. Consumer Victim, what is your question? Excuse me, Mr. Damak to Casita. What's your question, buddy? How will we get rid of the CIA agents hidden on our islands? Okay, we're going to capture them and apprehend them and send them back to America, okay? Because we're not going to have them crawling around uh, outside, uh, outside the KFC, you know, trying to kill us and all that shit. Nah, I say nay. How do we get rid of uh, those people? No comment. Okay, people, any more questions? Any more questions? Please, someone ask me a question, please. I'm going to implement the Communist Removal Act because we're going to deport those communist hordes that are plaguing our shores, okay? I tell you that, all right? Why am I instigating imperialism? What do you mean by that? Hold on, Mr. Rhino, hold on. Yes, I know, but what does he mean by that? How am I inciting? I don't believe I'm inciting imperialism. That is not imperialism, okay? That is protecting our fellow Caribbean peoples from foreign influence. And why should I just be focused internally, okay? The world is constantly changing around us. We can't ignore that. Or we have to make ourselves known. We have to make ourselves heard loud and clear that we're not going to be pushed around by the foreign superpowers that wish to control us for their personal motives, okay? Yes, what's your question? Dude, we can't afford nuclear weapons. What makes you think we could set up a program? Okay? I mean, we have the bright minds of Sambuza people, okay, but we don't have the money. We need the money, okay? Uh no comment. No comment. Next, any more questions? People? Do you have a question, sir? Okay, if they fuck up, if they, go to Aunt Jemima's, buy a Thompson gun, and then go shoot up a mosque, okay, they deserve to work in the sugarcane fields, okay? Because like each Muslim is worth like uh 1,000 bolivars, okay? So to make up for that, they're gonna have to work. I'm joking. I'm only joking. Only joking, okay, bud? I'm only joking. All right, but no, really, the convicts. Moving on, the convicts are just gonna have to work until they can repay the state for our loss. Okay. Any more questions? What am I doing about the Muslims? Bro, I love Muslims, okay? In fact, Muslims are one of my favorite people, okay? Like, besides, like, they're all, like, ranked number one in my eyes, okay? Like, alright, because I love my Sambuzian people, alright? I love, the blacks, the Negroes, the coloreds, I love them all, okay? Like I tell you, if I go to the hood, all right, if I go to the hood in San Bartolome, they love me there. They love me. All right, I tell you, I go there, I give them some cash, I give them a couple wads of bolivars, and they buy themselves a little present from Aunt Jemima's. After that, they make a little visit to the white people district. I mean, it's great. They truly love me in the hood. All right, do we have any more questions? What is it, Mr. Consumer? Mr. DTC? The press will be 100% free, okay? Anyway, what's your question, sir? Uh, I'm actually in the gangster disciple nation, so um, I don't support either of those. All right, do we have any other questions? Any other questions? Who who's being accused of this? Okay, I never served in the Korean War, okay? I've never been a war criminal, okay? I gave that up years ago, okay? I've been clean ever since, okay? I gave that up years ago. In what war? No, of course not. I never violate the Geneva Convention, okay? But I did visit Grenada a few times, okay? Okay, what's one last question? All right. Okay, there is no Sambuza 72 disease. Okay, this is SDP propaganda, and I'm not going to hear it, okay? No, you are making this up, sir. You are making it up. This is the fake liberal media trying to paint a narrative, okay? Your Majesty, can we escort this man out of here? He's uh spreading lies and fake news about uh a fake disease, okay? Well, anyway, thank you all for coming. I appreciate the questions. I appreciate you telling me your concerns and all. And I hereby announce this address over.